Abby was glad her mom was coming. The girl recently moved into her new apartment and felt a little lonely. The neighbors didn't really make contact. The only one she managed to get to know was Monica, a woman from the apartment on the first floor. Abby often met this woman returning from work. She told her what strange neighbors they were surrounded by and what else they had done to prove it. And the girl was only surprised by Monica's stories. They became friends and went to visit each other, discussing life and news at home. And it seemed to Abby that after that, those neighbors who had greeted her earlier began to avoid her. The girl was not particularly worried because Monica compensated for the lack of communication, and now Abby was glad to introduce her mother to such a wonderful friend. The three of them were drinking tea, and Monica, as usual, talked about the latest events in the house and the oddities of the people living in it. Abby's mom didn't seem to share the joy of communication at all and was getting sadder. Then she said that she was tired after the road and went to rest. Abby was surprised but did not say anything. Monica told all the news, and they had tea and said goodbye. And the next morning, she had a conversation with Mom. "Didn't you like Monica?" Abby asked her mom when she woke up. Mom took a deep breath. "I will try to answer your question a little more complicated than just yes or no. In my childhood, we often moved because of the work of my father, your grandfather. I changed schools and it was always difficult for me to find friends. And then, at another school, I met a girl. She was very similar to your Monica. She knew everything about everyone, and I began to share with her what I noticed about other children. We became friends. We could spend hours discussing everything around. But one day, my mom accidentally picked up the phone when I was talking to my new friend. We were just discussing a classmate's clothes. I won't tell you what I was saying then because I'm still ashamed." Mom hung up, and the next day she took me to the zoo. I was very surprised by the unexpected act. We stopped by the monkey cage. "Look at those monkeys," Mom said. "Do you see that fussy one who is rushing around other monkeys and trying to find fleas?" I nodded, and Mom continued, "This is a searching monkey. She thinks everyone else is a dirty flea herd and wants to clean them up." "And who cleanses the searching one?" I was interested. Mom looked at me sternly and said, "No one. That's why she's the lousiest." And then I understood everything because I behaved this way with my new friend. I was very ashamed. Now tell me, did I answer your question about whether I like Monica? Abby nodded. The realization of how she behaved towards other people made her blush. Abby stopped gossiping and criticizing each other. Monica didn't like this behavior, and she stopped communicating with Abby, but the neighbors have become more friendly to her. If someone persistently looks for flaws in you or points them out, it does not mean that he or she is perfect. Sometimes it happens quite the opposite. Therefore, treat criticism philosophically.